If you've been trying to conceive and nothing seems to work, this might sound crazy, but jumping on a mini trampoline for just 10 minutes a day could be the missing piece you need. And no, I'm not making this up. Today we're diving into rebounding and why doctors and fertility specialists are starting to pay serious attention to this overlooked exercise. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how it works and how to use it the right way. Here's the thing about fertility that most people don't realise. Your body is basically a complex system of highways. And I'm talking about your lymphatic system, your blood circulation, and your hormonal balance. When any of these systems get backed up or sluggish, your fertility takes a hit. For women, poor circulation means your uterine lining might not have enough nutrients and oxygen. Your ovaries need proper blood flow to produce healthy eggs. And if your lymphatic system isn't moving toxins out efficiently, those toxins build up and mess with your hormones. We're talking about estrogen dominance, irregular cycles, and eggs that just aren't as healthy as they could be. For men, it's just as critical. Sperm production needs optimal blood flow to the testicles. Your little swimmers need the right environment to develop properly. Now add stress to the equation. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, and high cortisol levels directly interfere with reproductive hormones. For women, this can mess up ovulation. For men, it lowers testosterone and reduces sperm quality. And let's be honest, if you're on a fertility journey, you're probably stressed. Traditional exercise can help with some of this, but here's the problem. High impact running can actually be too much stress on your body if you're already dealing with hormonal imbalances. Heavy weightlifting raises cortisol in some people. And a lot of fertility patients are told to avoid intense exercise altogether, which leaves them feeling stuck. They want to move their body and improve their health, but they're scared of doing the wrong thing. This is where rebounding comes in, and it's different from every other exercise out there. So what exactly is rebounding? It's basically jumping on a mini trampoline, also called a rebounder. These things are small, about 3 feet in diameter, and you can use them right in your living room. But don't let the simplicity fool you. What happens in your body when you bounce is actually incredible. First, let's talk about the lymphatic system. Unlike your blood, which has your heart pumping it around, your lymph fluid doesn't have a pump. It relies entirely on muscle movement and body motion to flow. Your lymphatic system is basically your body's garbage disposal. It collects toxins, waste products, excess hormones, and all the junk your cells don't need. When the system gets sluggish, all that garbage just sits there. For fertility, this is huge. Excess estrogen that should be flushed out stays in your system, leading to estrogen dominance. Environmental toxins from plastics, pesticides, and processed foods accumulate. Inflammatory compounds stick around longer than they should. All of this creates an environment that's not ideal for conception. Rebounding activates your lymphatic system better than almost any other exercise. Every time you bounce and land, you're creating a gravitational force that's 2 to 3 times your body weight. This force moves lymph fluid through your system like nothing else. Studies have shown that rebounding can increase lymphatic flow by up to 15 times. That means you're clearing out toxins 15 times faster than when you're just sitting around. Now let's talk about blood circulation. When you bounce, your blood vessels expand and contract each jump. This is like giving your entire circulatory system a massage. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your reproductive organs. For women, this means a thicker, healthier uterine lining and better ovarian function. For men, this means optimal testicular function and healthier sperm production. There was actually a study done on athletes that showed rebounding improved oxygen circulation more efficiently than running. And you don't need to do it for hours. Just 10 to 20 minutes has a significant impact. Here's another piece that people don't talk about enough. Rebounding affects your cellular health at a molecular level. Every cell in your body gets stronger from the gravitational stress of bouncing. When you jump and land, each of your trillions of cells experiences a brief moment of increased gravity, then weightlessness, then gravity again. This strengthens the cell membrane and improves how cells take in nutrients and expel waste. Why does this matter for fertility? Because egg and sperm quality starts at the cellular level. Healthier cells mean healthier eggs and sperm. It's that simple. Now let's get into hormones, because this is where rebounding really shines. Moderate exercise like rebounding helps balance cortisol levels. It gives you the stress relief benefits of exercise without the cortisol spike that comes from intense workouts. When you bounce, your body releases endorphins, those feel-good hormones that counteract stress. Rebounding also helps balance insulin levels. Insulin resistance is a major factor in conditions like PCOS, which affects fertility in women. Regular rebounding improves insulin sensitivity, which can help regulate cycles and improve ovulation. For men, the movement and improved circulation from rebounding supports healthy testosterone levels. And because it's low impact, it doesn't create the scrotal heating problem that comes from running or cycling. Your body temperature stays regulated. Let's talk about weight management too. Being overweight or underweight can both impact fertility. Rebounding burns a surprising number of calories. A 10-minute session can burn as much as a 30-minute walk, but it's easier on your joints. The up and down motion engages your core, legs, and even your upper body if you're doing it right. It's a full body workout that doesn't feel like torture. And here's something interesting. Rebounding helps balance your thyroid function. Your thyroid controls your metabolism and plays a huge role in fertility. The gentle bouncing motion stimulates thyroid function without overtaxing your system. This is especially important for women with hypothyroidism, which is common in fertility patients. One more thing that's really important. Rebounding improves your mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the energy powerhouses of your cells, and both eggs and sperm need tons of mitochondria to be healthy. Eggs are actually the cells with the most mitochondria in your entire body. When your mitochondria function better, your egg and sperm quality improve. Rebounding has been shown to increase mitochondrial biogenesis, which means your body literally creates more of these energy powerhouses. Now, I'm not saying rebounding is a magic cure. Fertility is complex and everyone's situation is different. But what I am saying is that this simple exercise addresses multiple fertility factors at once. It's like hitting 5 birds with one stone. You're improving circulation, detoxifying your lymphatic system, balancing hormones, reducing stress, and improving cellular health all at the same time. And the best part, you can start today. You don't need a gym membership, you don't need fancy equipment beyond a small trampoline, and you don't need to spend hours doing it. 10 to 20 minutes a day is enough to see benefits. So how do you actually do this? Let me give you a practical guide. First, get yourself a quality rebounder. Don't cheap out on this. You want one with good springs or bungee cords that can handle your weight safely. Start slow, especially if you're not used to exercise. Begin with just 5 minutes a day. You can literally do this while watching TV. Just gentle bouncing. Your feet don't even need to leave the mat at first. This is called the health bounce, and it's actually the most beneficial for lymphatic drainage. As you get more comfortable, increase to 10 minutes, then 15, then 20. You don't need to go beyond 20 minutes for fertility benefits. More isn't always better here. Best times to rebound, first thing in the morning is great because it gets your lymphatic system moving for the day, or do it in the evening to de-stress after work. Just avoid doing it right before bed because the endorphin release might keep you awake. For women, you can rebound through your entire cycle. Some people worry about exercising during their period or during the 2-week wait, but gentle rebounding is totally safe. If you're doing IVF, check with your doctor about exercising after transfer. But up until that point, you're good to go. For men, rebound anytime. The key is consistency. Daily is ideal. Even 5 days a week will give you benefits. Here are some techniques to maximize the fertility benefits. Start with the health bounce, where your feet stay on the mat and you're just gently moving up and down. This is the best for lymphatic drainage. Do this for the first 5 minutes, then you can add some variety. Light jogging in place on the rebounder, twisting your body side to side as you bounce, lifting your knees higher. Just keep it moderate. You should be able to hold a conversation while you're doing it. If you're gasping for air, you're going too hard. Stay hydrated. Drink water before and after rebounding because you're moving a lot of fluid through your system. This helps flush out those toxins you're mobilizing. One important note for women: if you have severe endometriosis, very heavy periods, or have been told you have a weakened cervix, check with your doctor first. For most people, rebounding is totally safe, but in these specific cases, you want medical clearance. For men with varicocele, which are enlarged veins in the scrotum, rebounding is actually beneficial. The improved circulation helps reduce the pooling of blood that causes problems. You can also combine rebounding with other fertility supporting habits. Do it in the morning, then have a fertility-friendly breakfast with lots of protein and healthy fats, or rebound in the evening as part of your wind-down routine before bed. Some people like to do breathing exercises while rebounding. Deep breathing enhances the lymphatic drainage even more. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale through your mouth for 4. Do this while you bounce and you're supercharging the benefits. Now let's address some common concerns and questions. Can rebounding hurt your pelvic floor? If you have existing pelvic floor issues, you need to be careful. But for most people, rebounding actually strengthens the pelvic floor when done correctly. The key is to engage your core while you bounce. Don't just be a limp noodle. Pull your belly button toward your spine slightly and keep your pelvic floor engaged. What if you have joint problems? Rebounding is actually lower impact than walking. The mat absorbs about 80% of the shock. It's one of the gentlest exercises you can do. But if you have severe joint issues, start very slowly and maybe hold onto a stabilizer bar. Is it safe if you're overweight? Absolutely. Just make sure your rebounder is rated for your weight. Most quality rebounders can handle up to 300 pounds or more. Will rebounding alone get you pregnant? No, and anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. Fertility is multifactorial. You need good nutrition, stress management, proper sleep, and sometimes medical intervention. But rebounding can be a powerful tool in your fertility toolkit. It addresses multiple factors that impact conception, and it does so in a way that's safe, affordable, and actually enjoyable. Here are some bonus benefits you'll probably notice beyond fertility improvements. Better sleep. The stress reduction and physical activity from rebounding helps regulate your sleep cycle, and good sleep is crucial for hormone production and fertility. More energy. This seems counterintuitive, but the improved circulation and cellular oxygenation actually gives you more energy throughout the day. People often report feeling more alert and less sluggish. Better mood. Those endorphins are real. Rebounding can help with anxiety and depression, which often come with fertility struggles. Improved digestion. The bouncing motion massages your internal organs and can help with constipation and bloating. A healthy gut is connected to hormone balance, so this matters for fertility too. Stronger immune system. A moving lymphatic system means better immune function. You'll probably notice you get sick less often. Look, the fertility journey is hard enough without making it complicated. Rebounding is one of the simplest things you can add to your routine that actually makes a difference. It works for both men and women. It addresses circulation, detoxification, hormone balance, stress, and cellular health all at once. You don't need to spend hours at the gym. You don't need expensive equipment beyond the rebounder itself. You just need 10 to 20 minutes a day of gentle bouncing. That's it. Will it work for everyone? No, nothing works for everyone. But the science is solid, and the anecdotal evidence from fertility patients is compelling. At minimum, you'll be healthier. At best, rebounding could be the thing that tips the scales in your favour. The beautiful thing about rebounding is that there's basically no downside. It's safe, it's affordable, and it's actually kind of fun. You can do it while watching your favourite show or listening to music. It doesn't feel like a chore. If you've been struggling with fertility and you feel like you've tried everything, or if you're just starting your journey and want to give yourself every advantage, give rebounding a shot. Do it consistently for 3 months and see how you feel. Track your cycle if you're a woman. Men, consider getting a sperm analysis before and after if you want to see objective results. Your body wants to be fertile. Sometimes it just needs the right support to get there. Rebounding might be that support you've been missing. If this helped you, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video.